The readings will now be given by Gary.
The Bible, Exodus. I am the Lord that healeth thee. Psalms. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. Mark. Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized of John in Jordan. And straightway, coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens opened, and the Spirit like a dove descending upon him. And there came a voice from heaven saying, Thou art my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. And forthwith, when they were come out of the synagogue, they entered into the house of Simon and Andrew, with James and John. But Simon's wife's mother lay sick of a fever, and anon they tell him of her. And he came and took her by the hand, and lifted her up. And immediately the fever left her, and she ministered unto them. And at even, when the sun did set, they brought unto him all that were diseased, and them that were possessed with devils. And all the city was gathered together at the door. And he healed many that were sick of divers diseases, and cast out many devils. And there came a leper to him, beseeching him, and kneeling down to him, and saying unto him, If thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus, moved with compassion, put forth his hand and touched him, and saith unto him, I will, be thou clean. And as soon as he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him, and he was cleansed. Psalms. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. I will now read correlative passages from the Christian Science textbook and from prose works, all by Mary Baker Eddy. Whatever man sees, feels, or in any way takes cognizance of must be caught through mind, inasmuch as perception, sensation, and consciousness belong to mind and not to matter. Floating with the popular current of mortal thought, without questioning the reliability of its conclusions, we do what others do, believe what others believe, and say what others say. Common consent is contagious, and it makes disease catching. People believe in infectious and contagious diseases, and that anyone is liable to have them under certain predisposing or exciting causes. This mental state prepares one to have any disease whenever there appear the circumstances which he believes produce it. If he believed as sincerely that health is catching when exposed to contact with healthy people, he would catch their state of feeling quite as surely and with better effect than he does the sick man's. If only the people would believe that good is more contagious than evil, since God is omnipresence, how much more certain would be the doctor's success and the clergyman's conversion of sinners. And if only the pulpit would encourage faith in God in this direction, and faith in mind over all other influences governing the receptivity of the body, theology would teach man as David taught, quote, "Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." End quote. The confidence of mankind in contagious disease would thus become beautifully less, and in the same proportion would faith in the power of God to heal and to save mankind increase, until the whole human race would become healthier, holier, happier, and longer lived. A calm Christian state of mind is a better preventive of contagion than a drug or than any other possible sanative method. And the perfect love that casteth out fear is a sure defense. At a time of contagious disease, Christian scientists endeavor to rise in consciousness to the true sense of the omnipotence of life, truth, and love. And this great fact in Christian science realized will stop a contagion. The Christian scientist keeps straight to the course. His whole inquiry and demonstration lie in the line of truth. Hence, he suffers no shipwreck in a starless night on the shoals of vainglory. His medicine is mind, the omnipotent and ever-present good. His help is from the Lord, who heals body and mind, head and heart, changing the affections, enlightening the misguided senses, and curing alike the sin and the mortal sinner. God's preparations for the sick are potions of his own qualities. His therapeutics are antidotes for the ailments of mortal mind and body. Then let us not adulterate his preparations for the sick with material means. Parents and doctors must not take the sweet freshness out of the children's lives by that flippant caution, "You will get cold." Predicting danger does not dignify life, whereas forecasting liberty and joy does. For these are strong promoters of health and happiness. All education should contribute to moral and physical strength and freedom. If a cold could get into the body without the assent of mind, nature would take it out as gently, or let it remain as harmlessly as it takes the frost out of the ground or puts it into the ice cream to the satisfaction of all. The sapling bends to the breeze, while the sturdy oak, with form and inclination fixed, breasts the tornado. It is easier to incline the early thought rightly than the biased mind. Children, not mistaught, naturally love God, for they are pure-minded, affectionate, and generally brave. Passions, appetites, pride, selfishness have slight sway over the fresh, unbiased thought. From a religious point of view, the faith of both youth and adult should center as steadfastly in God to benefit the body as to benefit the mind. Body and mind are correlated in man's salvation, for man will no more enter heaven sick than as a sinner. And Christ's Christianity casts out sickness as well as sin of every sort. Truth handles the most malignant contagion with perfect assurance.